Hello, hello. Welcome to Bellingham Treehouse Yoga. Back after a little hiatus. Don't really have anything planned, but we're going to go for an hour. I need to stretch everything. My body feels like it's been hit by a train. So we're going to do lots of good, deep stretching. If you have any last minute requests, please type them in the little chat box. If you want to play the playlist, there is a playlist in the chat box. If you're watching on YouTube later on, I'll put it in the class notes. It's an old playlist, but it's a good one. Otherwise, we're going to get started. So hit go on the music if you want to listen to it. Otherwise, come into your comfortable seats. Have your water nearby. Go. And just give yourself like a little pat on the back for making it here. The sun is still up. It's really hard for me to be inside when the sun is still up, but I went for my bike ride early, so I'm feeling ready to do this now. So the most important thing is let's just go ahead and settle into our place. Find your comfortable spot on your mat. It can be cross-legged. You can be on your shins if that feels good to you. And just be like normal. You don't have to sit up tall. You can, if you want to hunch over and like let all your little folds or whatever hang out, like just be comfortable in your skin right now. Nobody can see you. And that's nice sometimes. Really just want you to relax. Relax your face. Relax this temple. Relax your temples, your jaw. Space between your eyes. Maybe give yourself a little neck rub, face rub. Halfway through the week. Spring is so close. We're going to be outside in a month. I swear, April for sure we'll be outside, and I can't wait. So as you start to get comfortable, start to just move around in a gentle way that feels good. Maybe you want to do some twisting. Maybe you want to do just some movement with your arms, your neck, whatever. It could be anything. It could be jazz hands, jiggle your arm fat a little bit. Sometimes that stuff needs to move too. So just get comfortable in your space and then start to bring your hands to the front of your knees and pull your shoulders back here. And as you inhale, we're going to start to lengthen our spine. Chest is going to come up just a little bit. And as you exhale, let everything fall back to normal. Inhale, lengthen and grow tall. Exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, hands come up, big, big, big reach. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right side. Inhale to lengthen up, growing long through the spine and the crown of your head. On the exhale, we're going to stay long, but just twist a little bit further, feeling this articulation in your spine. Next breath in, both hands come up, big reach. Exhale to the left side, sitting up tall, lengthen through the crown of your head. And on the exhale, twist a little bit further. Hello, Rascal. Next breath in, both hands come up. Interlace your fingers, press your palms to the sky, bring your shoulders away from your ears. Whew. Everything feels so tight tonight. So if I feel a little slow and chunky, it's because I haven't been doing my daily stretching. Hands come back as your palms go to the sky. One more inhale. On the exhale, bring your palms down in front of your face, round your spine, curl your chin to your chest, and just move through your upper back, feeling those shoulder blades moving, your rhomboids stretching, your delts stretching here, curving through your spine. Inhale, hands back up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches up and over as your left sit bone stays planted to the mat. Maybe you fold over that right leg. Maybe you open that left arm back to the wall behind you. Inhale, both hands come up. On the exhale, left hand comes down, right arm's reaching up and over, keeping that right sit bone to the mat. Maybe folding over that left leg. Maybe opening that right arm back to the wall behind you if that's what your body calls for. Just always do what your body calls for. Maybe you need to do jumping jacks right now, and that's totally fine. I don't care. I wouldn't know anyway. Next breath in, hands come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Press your palms together. Like really firmly press your palms together. Tuck your chin to your chest. Lengthen through your spine here. And set yourself an intention for class. Maybe it's just to focus on breath. Maybe it's to be kind if you fall out of pose. Maybe it's to try something new. One more inhale. Exhale, release that down, shake it out, uncross your legs here. We're going to come into a pike position. Flex your toes back towards your face, sweep your hands up high, inhale. On the exhale, start to fold forward. We're going to just make this a little bit fluid. Notice the backs of your legs. And on the inhale, unfurl your spine, reach your hands high. Exhale, coming forwards again. Maybe you skim your toes. Maybe you just touch your shins. On the inhale, rounding back up, big breath. Exhale, come down. This time we're going to hold. Maybe you hold your feet. Maybe you just hold your shins. Find a place that feels like where you should be tonight. Maybe you can put a block in front of your feet and reach your hands around that block. Depending on how loose your hamstrings are, maybe you can do all kinds of things. And maybe you can't, and that's okay too. One more big breath. On the exhale, we're going to come back up. Start to come down to our backs here. So we're going to have our elbows jammed into the mat, fists pointing up to the sky, legs nice and long. Inhale to lift the legs and hips come up. Exhale, bring everything back down. Inhale, lift, press into the elbows, lift the hips. Exhale, back down. Just keep moving with your breath. We're going to do 10 of these. So after your 10, we'll take a pause. This is 6 for me. Two more for me. And when you're done, just bring your feet back down to the mat. Find your feet in bridge pose here. We're going to take a quick little bridge. Inhale to lift your hips. Interlace your fingers under your butt. Press your palms down to the mat. Just stretching through your core, stretching through your quads here. One more big inhale. Exhale. Heels come up. Undo your hands. Legs and butt come back down. Bring your hands behind your head. We're going to do some bicycles. We're going to do basically, you need to have some space here. We're going to do a combination of bicycles and then those snow angel crunches. So this is going to be an intense couple minutes. Get ready for your bicycles. We're going to do 20. In 20, it goes like this. This is 1. So it's a full rotation. 2, 3, 4. Keep moving. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Directly to snow angels. So big sweep. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulder blades stay up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a quick break and knees come down. Once you up your legs. Oh yeah, pretty proper. All right, so this next thing we're going to do is kind of a hybrid little circuit. We're going to roll up into our squats. Take an inhale. Palms come down. Chaturanga, push up. Back up. Side plank. And then 3 crunches, elbow to knee, each side. Okay? So let's start it again. Basically, from your back. So we're going to roll up into your squat. Inhale, hands down, jump back, chaturanga, push up, right side plank. Feel free to drop a knee down if you need to. Left leg lifts, crunch, out, crunch, out, crunch, back to center. Inhale, chaturanga, push up, left side. 3 elbows to knee. 1, 2, 3. Chaturanga regular. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Bend your knees, lift your heels. Step and hop forward. Back to your seat. Back into your bicycles. Let's do 20 more. On your own. If you only want to do 10, that's fine too. But try and challenge yourself. We're just going to run through that cycle one more time. After your 20, go into your starfish or snow angel sit-ups. All right, this is my 20, so here we go. Try and do 10. If 5 is warrior calling, that's totally fine. This is a really hard combination. I promise we'll stretch soon. All right, after your 10, come on down to your backs and then roll up into your squats. Woo! Take an inhale. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga push-up, right side, 3 elbows to knee. Chaturanga push-up. Left side, this is the last one. Regular chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. From down dog, drop to your knees, hands and knees. Cat cow, that cow's gonna feel good. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, curl and round. Whew. Back into your breath. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Maybe it feels good to take your knees wide. If you want to press back into a child's pose, that's totally fine. That was an intense little core set. When you're ready, find downward dog again. Pedal your feet out. Really press one heel or both heels into the mat, opening up the calves, opening up the hamstrings. Let the head be super heavy here. And slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Top of the mat, take a ragdoll pose here. Let your torso be heavy, head be heavy. Maybe you grab for your elbows or you can interlace your fingers behind your back. Perhaps you traction your skull by grabbing the base of your head. Whatever feels good for you, just be heavy here. It's fine to have your knees bent. I always have my knees bent in ragdoll. One more big breath. On your exhale, release whatever bind you have. On the inhale, slowly unfurl your spine. All the way up to stand. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, shoulders down on your back. I noticed that I'm cut off a little bit, but it's okay. You understand what's going on. Next, inhale, sweep your hands up high. Take that left wrist in your right hand. Exhale to the right side. Inhale it up. Switch sides. Tip to the left. Inhale up. Folding forward on the exhale. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Any variation you'd like. Feel free to add in your push-ups or pauses. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Big inhale through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop into malasana. Your squat at the top of the mat. Stay here or do a roll back and pop back up into your squat. It's a funky form of core work. From here, inhale, stand up tall, scoot your feet together. Left wrist in your right hand, exhale to the right side. Inhale it up. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale up, folding forward on the exhale. Inhale to lift halfway, flatten out your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back. Chaturanga, option for your push-ups. If you're jumping back, land with some bend in your elbows. Cobra up dog when you're ready. Down dog on the exhale. Feels good to be stretching. Take an inhale wherever you are. Bottom of your exhale, same thing. Find your squat at the top of the mat. Hang out here, or this time you can try 2 rollbacks. So you can just use your momentum to come up in balance. From here, inhale, stand up tall, heel toe your feet together. Same thing, exhale to the right side. Inhale through center, exhale to the left side. Inhale up, folding forward. Last round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, bend your knees, lift your heels, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Next breath in, sweep your hands all the way up, big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into chair pose now, sit low, sweep those hands high, shoulders are away from your ears. Take an inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, right leg for standing splits. You can keep your hands on the mat or grab a hold of your shin and calf, working on a little bit of stabilization early. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down, right foot comes down, Anjaneyasana. Right toes stay tucked. As you sweep those hands high, inhale. Relax your hands behind your head, open your heart to the sky. Really squeezing that right butt cheek, letting that right hip flexor open. One more breath in. Exhale, hands come down into the inside of that front foot. Heel toe that over to about 2 o'clock, taking an early lizard pose. Let that left hip open. Really feeling this on the outer strip of the right leg into the glute. Sorry, the left leg. This is my left leg. Really bad at left and right, apparently. Take an inhale. Exhale, walk that foot through center. Take your Ardamansi, straighten out that left leg. Folding forward. Ooh, hello, hamstring. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, bend it forward. Hands around that front foot. Step back. Chaturanga. Lower down with those elbows, skinning your rib cage. Take a cobra or an upward dog. Down dog on the exhale. From here, extend the right leg up. Exhale, that right foot comes forward. Left toes stay tucked. Left knee down, hands come up. Inhale. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Open your chest to the sky. Squeeze those elbows back. Feel that left hip flexor exaggerating that stretch. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to the inside of that front foot. Walk your toes over to about 2 o'clock. Take this early lizard pose here. Just getting the outer hip and inner hip, all the hips. We're getting all the hips. One more inhale. Exhale that right foot back through center. Straighten out that right leg for half splits. My hamstrings are mad at me right now. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, bend through that right knee. Tuck your back toes. Now I want you just to pop off this foot. Stand up. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. I feel like I need to sit down a little bit. And I'm going to because it's chair pose. Right back into it. Inhale here. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, plant your hands. Left leg lifts up for standing split, second side. So you can have your hands down or you can grab a hold of your shin and calf. Left leg's lifting a little higher if you can. One more breath in. Drop that left leg down. So same side we just did. Hands high on the inhale. Exhale. You can keep your hands up if you want, or you can bring them behind your head or interlace them behind your back for a chest opener. Whatever suits you. The real thing we're trying to do is stretch this hip flexor. So navel to spine. Left butt cheek is really firing. Left toes are tucked. You're getting into that hip flexor. Excuse me. Burped on live yoga. Sorry. Take one more breath in. On the exhale, this time we're going to come into pigeon pose. So heel toe that foot across your mat. Drop that shin down. Left leg's coming right behind you. What you love. Pigeon. Ooh. Move around any way that you need to move. For me, this little lean to the left is getting in here. One more inhale. On the exhale, come back up. Walk that foot back into the center of your mat and take your splits. Straighten out that right leg. Fold over that right knee. One more breath in. On the exhale, walk it forward, surround your front foot with your hands, step it back, chaturanga. Really lifting out of your shoulders, no sinking, lift. Downward facing dog. From here, left leg lifts on the inhale. Step that left foot forward. Second side, right knee comes down, right toes stay tucked. Hands up, Andrasana on the inhale. On the exhale, you can do whatever you'd like with your hands. Maybe you want to take an eagle this time. There's no wrong way to eat races, right? We can do whatever we want here. Maybe you have your hands on your knee and your thigh. One more breath in. On the exhale, take your pigeon pose. Walk that foot over to the right side. Drop your shin down. Right leg extends directly behind. You can stay up or fold forward. Really just going for that outer hip and glute stretch on the left side. One more breath in. On the exhale, that foot comes back up in the center of your hands. Straighten out that left leg. Big deep fold over this left foot. Maybe you flatten your foot out. Maybe you flex back towards your face. See what feels good for you here. One more breath in. On the exhale, bend through that left leg. Tuck your back toes. Bring your hands forward and pop off that foot. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Next breath in, sit low, take your chair pose again. Sweep those hands up high on the inhale. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your palms. Bring your palms away from your spine. Take weight out of this left foot. Bring that left foot across your right thigh, holding in a low figure four with your hands behind your back. So working on chest and hip right here. Come a little bit lower in your stance. Release your hands. Take that left arm under your right arm for eagle arms. Holding eagle arms in figure four, press those forearms out and up, stretch the upper back. As you start to stand tall, moving into full eagle here. Keep pressing forearms out and away, pulling the navel to spine. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to curl it forward. Next, inhale, coming back up, release your hands, Dekasana, airplane pose. That left foot's going to come directly behind us. Chest is open. Balancing on that right leg, embracing those wobbles, getting stronger. Take an inhale. On the exhale, that left foot's going to come down, left hand's going to come down. Big open twist to the right side. Make sure your hip and knee are in alignment. One more breath. Plant that left hand. Let the toes all go to the right side for your horizon / awkward lunge. Lift the hips high on the inhale. On the exhale, set them down. Feel that thing on the outer hip moving and stretching. Inhale, bring it back forward. Hands are coming up for Crescent Lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, tap the left knee down. Hold it down here. Feel that quad working. Open your chest back for 3, 2, 1. Inhale it up. Exhale. Bringing it down. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Holding down here for 3, 2, 1. Now slowly lift that heel. Press that heel back. Feel that hip flexor stretching so hard. Hands can come high. Big breath in. Open for warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. Torso parallel. This long left side of your mat. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale, reversing your warrior. Inhale all the way through to side angle pose. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, side angle and hold. You can take extended side angle and reach that left arm over your head. You can reach it behind your back for a half or full bind. We're gonna hold here for 3 breaths. Do whatever feels good for you. If you have the bind, open your chest up. One more big breath. On the exhale, release both hands down to the inside of that foot. We're gonna take lizard pose with some options here. You can take traditional lizard pose and have your foot and toes kind of aiming out to the side. You can take a different lizard pose where you're squeezing your tricep against your knee for some adductor work. Or if you'd like to play with Counter Vinyasa and take the arm balance, you can take that right tricep, snuggle it underneath that right thigh, shift your weight forward as you walk that foot out. Make a shelf with your elbows, and perhaps you take a little flight here. If you're in the balance, take one more breath. On the exhale, bring it back in. We're gonna walk it into pigeon pose, just like we did earlier here. Left leg directly behind us. Sit up tall on the inhale, and then everybody come down here for the exhale. Just really deep stretches. We started class, gosh, I don't know why I'm so hiccupy, I'm sorry. We started class with some pretty intense core work, so just let the self come into these stretches nice and deep. One more breath in. On the exhale, roll into that right hip. We're gonna come into Ardamansi Andrasana. The left foot's coming on the outside of that right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, everybody wrap your arm around this knee and squeeze the knee into your chest as you twist to the left. Really engaging the glute on the left side here. One more breath in. Exhale, release this. Just come into cross legs. You can roll over your cross legs and step or hop back. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Notice how you feel left to right. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of the exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, find your squat at the top of the mat. So you can stay here and enjoy the squat. Maybe this is a great place to get some water. If you want to play with your rollbacks, play with your rollbacks. If you want to take a crow pose, take your crow pose. Or you can play with rolling back and up into crow. Just right away. Woo. Even just a little tiny balance is good. Either way, this is a great place to be. I still am I have not stopped trying to brush my teeth in this pose every day. I highly recommend it. Next inhale, come all the way up. Heel toe your feet to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Next breath in, back into chair pose. Sweep the hands high on the inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Maybe the opposite thumb comes on top this time. Bring your palms away from your spine. Take weight out of this right foot. Coming into figure 4 on the second side. Nice and low on figure 4. Maybe coming a little bit lower. And then we're going to switch into eagle arms. So that right arm is going to go under the left arm this time. Press your palms together if you can. If you can't, they can just squeeze together in the back. It's totally fine. So you can sit a little bit lower. Then we're going to start to stand and take our eagle pose, wrapping that right foot around your left calf. Settle into the pose here. Take an inhale. On your exhale, try to fold forward. Sleeping eagle. Next breath in, bring it up. Release your hands, taking Degasana, airplane pose. I'm gonna pull up my pants midway through. We'll meet in airplane pose. Chest is open like upward facing dog. You're just like reaching back towards your foot here. Nice, strong, powerful left leg. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna slowly land it back down. That right hand's gonna come down. Big open twist to the left side. Make sure that hip and knee are in one straight line. You're not sitting your hip out to the side here. So nice alignment with that left hip and knee. Big breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down, horizon lunge. All the toes go to the right side. So on the outside of both my feet, if this is a new pose for you, is a bit awkward. So I call it awkward lunge usually. Inhale, lift the hips high. On the exhale, start to sink everything down. One more big breath. We're going to switch back through center. So put your feet on railroad tracks here and coming up in a crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale. Tap that right knee down and hold, just hovering it off the mat for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, lower and hover, opening that chest for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring it up. Last one. Exhale, open the chest, pressing those elbows back. 3, 2, 1. Press that right heel back. Feel that hip flexor stretching so hard. Big inhale, arms straight. On the exhale, warrior 2, spin it open. Heel to arch alignment. Try to peel the inside of that right foot off the mat. That's the action you want in that back leg here. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to reverse that warrior. Inhale, sweeping it through for side angle pose. Exhale to reverse your warrior again. Inhale, bring it forward for side angle. Hold it here. Take any variation you'd like. You can come into extended, reaching that right arm forward. You can sweep that right hand behind your back. Take a bind. If you take the bind, always, always, always open the chest towards the sky. One more big breath in. On the exhale, release your hands down to the inside of that front foot. Spin onto the ball of your back foot. You can drop that right knee down. Variations are, you take a lizard pose here, and just like we did earlier in the class, let that hip and knee fall open. You can bring the shoulder against the knee and squeeze it hard, working on the abductors. Or you can take Kondanyasana, where you're going to snuggle that left arm under the left thigh, walking that hand down, making a little shelf with my elbows. Hip bones are basically going right on my elbows here. Eyes are up. Sending that leg out. Keep your breath flowing for one more inhale. On the exhale, we're all going to bring it into pigeon pose. So walk that left leg across your mat. Drop that left shin down. Take an inhale, sitting up high. And then fold forward. Enjoy you some pigeon. One more big breath here. On the exhale, we're going to roll onto that left hip, kick that right foot around, plant the right foot for Ardamansi Andrasana. Inhale the left arm high. And we're going to twist to the right. Instead of hooking, we're going to grab this knee, squeeze it in. You should really feel this in the right glute. One more big breath. On the exhale, release your leg, come into your crossed legs, roll over your crossed legs, step back. Chaturanga. Big inhale. Downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet again. From down dog, come to your hands and knees here. Bring your left hand kind of towards the center of the mat. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. We're going to thread the needle here. Drop that right shoulder down.
You can stay just like this, or you can walk the left hand out. You can also bring that left hand behind your back. I like to put a lot of pressure on my right hand here to really stretch into the upper back. One more inhale. On the exhale, back through center. Inhale that right arm up and replace it down. Second side, plant the right hand. Left arm lifts, inhale. Exhale, thread the needle, second side. Same options with this arm. It can walk out, it can come behind your back. One more big breath in. Exhale, that right arm's coming back down. Plant that right hand. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, back down. From here, I want you to tuck your toes, walk it out to plank pose. Take your feet so they're a little bit wider here. Take an inhale. Exhale down to your forearms. Inhale back up to plank. Exhale, forearms. And plank and forearms. Plank, forearms. 2 more times. Up, down, holding forearm plank. So you got a nice strong foundation here. You can have your hands clasped, that feels good, or you can have your hands parallel. If someone was to come press on you, you wouldn't sink, you'd be lifting. Really working through that core, press the heels back, iron out your neck. We're gonna hold for 15 more seconds. Keep that breath flowing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your hips down. I want you to bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, head comes down. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your feet, locust pose. Squeeze your feet together here, lift your palms away from your spine. Maybe lift another layer of ribs off the mat, holding for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Forearms are flat on the mat, hands are wide. Inhale, press up, pull through for Sphinx pose. Just some gentle little back bends here, getting some energy going. One more inhale. Exhale, press up and back for child's pose. Knees come wide, hands come long. Come up onto your downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet here. Big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees and lift your heels. Find the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, shake everything out. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Next breath in, back to chair pose. Sit low, sweep those hands up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Take weight out of your right foot. Cross your right shin over the left thigh. Sinking nice and low. Just like we started class with last time. From here, hands to heart center. You can stay just like this. You can bring your hands down to the mat, or if you want to play with the arm balance, feel free to make the shelf with your elbows. Let that right shin balance on your balance on your elbows for flying pigeon. Otherwise, foot comes back down. And from here, we're gonna stand up and everybody's gonna cruise right into eagle pose. Right leg wraps around, left arm under right arm. Right arm under left arm. Press the forearms out and up. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. From here, unleash the arms, come back up, left arm goes forward, catch that right foot, dancer pose. From dancer pose, release that foot, Degasana. One more inhale. Exhale that right foot down, don't fall over. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, we're just gonna tap that leg down. Inhale up, exhale, tap. Inhale up, exhale, tap. Inhale up, bump that foot forward. Feet are a little bit wider, both feet are flat on the mat, pyramid pose. Hinge at the hips. Hands can come down to the mat. Head can be heavy. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bend through that left knee. Bump that right foot back. Right hand plants. Open that left arm to the sky for the big twist for an inhale. On the exhale, find your awkward lunge. Everything comes back and down. Next inhale, bring it up and over for Skandasana. Left knee bends, right toes to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, cruise to the back of your mat. Inhale, we're gonna walk it forward. We're gonna bring that left arm inside of the right foot. Right foot's in warrior foot. Side angle pose. So we're kind of skipping the warrior, going right to side angle. Take your bind of choice. If you want to take a foot of paradise, feel free to walk that right foot up. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, release everything down. If you're in bird, make your way back slowly. Remember, just find us in lizard pose here. Dropping the right knee down. Take whatever variation you want, and I also offer bending through that right knee, reaching back with the left hand to take a king lizard for a really nice deep quad stretch here. You can also take that arm balance if you like the arm balance before. Feel free to take it again, shifting the weight onto your elbows. Take one more breath in. Exhale, walk everything into your pigeon pose. Slowly walk that foot over. There's no hurry. And the same thing applies here. You can stay just like this. Or if you want to take a king pigeon, you can reach back and grab that foot with your right hand. Or if you want to fall forward, you can just enjoy sinking into this nice deep version of pigeon pose. One more big breath. On the exhale, rolling onto that left hip. Bring that right foot around. Inhale the left arm to the sky. Exhale, take whatever variation of this twist you want. Maybe you want to take the actual twist this time. Maybe you want to squeeze that left arm. There's another balance you can play with here. I'm not very good at it, so I might not get it. But from this twist, you can bring your hands down. You're going to lock this left elbow on the right thigh. Lift your hips up. And essentially, try and balance in your twist. It's like a variation of side crow. So kind of a fun one to play with, but by no means do you need to do it. It's just more for dinking around. Take one more inhale. On the exhale this time, counter twist to the left here. One more breath. Coming forward, rolling over your crossed legs. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward dog. Pedaling out those feet. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, find your squat at the top of the mat. So again, the same options apply. You can stay just like this. If you want to play with your crow pose, you can bring your palms down, work on crow, or you can take your rollbacks. I really like the rollbacks. They massage my spine, give me a little core work, kind of fun, especially trying to come up and do a crow. Just keeping it different. Wherever you are, one more big breath. Big exhale out. Next inhale, sweep the hands up. Heel toe your feet to center. And hands to heart center. Last side for the sequence tonight. Coming into chair pose. Sweep everything up. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind your back. Take weight out of this left foot this time. Cross your left foot over your right thigh. Sitting a little bit lower. A little lower. This time, hands come to heart center. You can stay just like this. You can bring your hands down to the mat. You can play with the arm balance. If you want to wrap your toes around your tricep, head stays forward. Maybe you take weight out of that foot. Wherever you are, Start to come back into your figure four, standing up slowly, cruising into eagle. So that leg's gonna wrap all the way around. Left arm under right arm. Press those forearms out and up, really stretching through the upper back here. Inhale. Exhale, cruising forward. Next breath in, bring it up. Unravel the arms. That left leg's gonna come back. You're gonna catch it. Right arm extends long for dancer pose. One more big breath. Release your foot for Degasana. Fly that leg nice and high. Open your chest. I'm really good at being twisted here. Really try to straighten out your shoulders in this. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna land that left foot down. Arms come up. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap that knee down, cactus. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, bring it up. Bump that left foot forward so both feet are flat on the mat here. Big breath in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Folding forward. Just some nice deep work on that hamstring. Big inhale here. On the exhale, bend through that right knee. Bring your hands down. Bump this left foot back. Place your left hand on the mat. Open that right arm to the sky. Big twist. Check that your alignment is good with your butt and your knee. One more inhale. On the exhale, all the toes go to the right side for the awkward lunge. Inhale, lift everything up. Roll it around, taking Skandasana. Right foot is flat, left toes to the sky. Take an inhale. On the exhale, stay nice and low as you cruise to the back of your mat. Right toes come to the sky. Probably starting to feel this in your hips a little bit. One more breath in. Exhale, coming forward. That left foot's gonna stay in warrior foot as we bring that right foot forward. Right hand's gonna plant. Open that left arm to the sky for your side angle pose. You can stay just like this. You can extend that left arm forward. You can take your bind of choice. Whatever suits you best. If you want to take a bird of paradise, feel free to walk that left foot up. If you're in bird, slowly make your way down. Sorry if I'm rushing you. I'm not trying to do that. Take your time. If you have that bind, release the bind. Take one more breath in. On the exhale, swim your hands down to the inside of that front foot. Drop your left knee down. We're going to take a lizard pose here. You have all the options. You can take a king lizard and reach back and grab that foot with your right hand. You can do the variation where you're squeezing that tricep and it's really strengthening for this right leg. You can let that right leg and foot open out to the side. This is definitely my favorite variation. Or you can take the arm balance if you want to play. This is a great arm balance. If you're not good at arm balances but want to be good at them, this is a great one to play with because you're not falling far. So I lift my right knee off, bend the elbows, eyes come forward, and I kind of take my left elbow right at my left hip, my right thigh on my right elbow, and just start to lean forward. And you might be surprised that you can just counterbalance here. Maybe you straighten your legs out. Maybe you play with shapes. Anyway, you cut it. Start to make your way back down and across into your pigeon pose. And again, lots of options in pigeon here. You can stay tall. You can reach back for king pigeon. Or you can take a nap, which is sort of where I'm at right now. This has been an exhausting class for me. I'm a little bit out of yoga teaching shape, I think. I just got an alert on my watch. Let's see, it's like 7:18, 7:20. The sun just went down, and I swear as soon as it's like close to 60 degrees, we're going to be outside, I promise you. I'm looking forward to return to somewhat normalcy. Thanks for sticking with me this year. It's crazy that it's actually been a year. It's been actually
March 13th was 1 year that we took classes online, so thanks for hanging out.
Take one more breath.
And then we're going to make our way into Ardamansi Andrasana, bringing that left foot over on the outside of the right thigh. Inhale this right arm up. And take any variation of this twist you like. And remember, there is this ridiculous little arm balance we can play with. It probably has a name. I don't know what it is. I like to plant my right foot down. It kind of makes it a little easier to lift. And then hands come off the side of the mat. Right elbow holds the left thigh. Just kind of fun to play with. Ultimately, the twist is our goal here. So take one more breath in. And on the exhale, counter twist to the right side. Let everything stretch out. Take one more breath. And then come back to your cross-legged seat. Roll over your cross legs. Step or hop back for your final chaturanga. And then welcome to child's pose here. Take your knees wide. Slink your hips back. Forehead comes down. Circle out these wrists. Walk your hands to the right side. Place your left palm on top of your right palm. Sink your left hip back towards your left heel. Inhale through center. And exhale, walk over to the left side, right palm on top of left palm. Sink the right hip back towards the right heel. Coming back through center here. You should come into the mat so your long side of the mat is forward. We're going to take frog pose. So both the insides of your feet should be on the mat, knees as wide as possible. Come down to your forearms here. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Just a big inner hip opener. One more breath in. On the exhale, collect yourself. Come on back up to hands and knees and eventually onto your shins. We're going to take a round of camel pose here. And I always say if you're new to camel, please start with your toes pointing into the mat. If you're comfortable in camel and you know that you can have your feet flat, you can have your feet flat. Otherwise, bring your hands to your low back. Squeeze those elbows together. Really pull your navel to your spine. Turn on your core. Your core is going to save your low back here. This is all connected. So navel to spine, core is firing. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to start to lean back. Keep that core firing. If you feel any pinching in your low back, stop. If you're new to this and you want to stop right here, that's great. If you feel good and you want to reach back and grab for your feet, do that. If you want to let your head come back, you can do that too. Chest is lifting. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, pop yourself back up. Whew. Come on down to your shins. Virasana Hero's Pose. Just let everything settle. I haven't been able to do that since I got my little accent a couple months ago. Feels pretty good. Take one more inhale. And eventually we're going to come into our comfortable seat. We're going to work on double pigeon now. Left shin comes down first. Right shin's going to stack on top of left. And I don't want your feet to be back by your butt. I want your feet out so your shins are parallel to the top of the mat. And if you have a big gap, you can shove a blanket here or a pillow, but you might actually be surprised at how that closes when we start to lean forward. Lengthen through your spine, sit up tall, inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to slowly come forward. Maybe you only come forward an inch. Maybe you can walk all the way down to the mat. Again, there's no right or wrong way. It's whatever your body is open to tonight. Closing off the loop of all these big hip stretches.
One more breath in.
On the exhale, walk it back up. Just bring your feet flat on the mat. Windshield wiper your legs a little bit. We're going to reset. And we're going to start side two. Right shin comes down first. Left shin's going to stack directly on top of the right shin. Nice parallel shin to the top of the mat. Sitting up tall on the inhale. And as you exhale, start to hinge as far as you're comfortable going.
One more big breath.
Exhale, come on up. Uncross your legs. Windshield wiper your legs or shake them out, whatever feels good to you. Actually, shaking feels great to me. Come on down to your backs here. We're going to close with one more round of bridge pose. So lift your hips up, walk your feet towards your butt. Interlace your fingers, walk your shoulder blades under your chest. Squeeze those knees together here. Hips are high, holding for 3, 2, 1. Lift your heels, unclasp your hands, let everything come down. And just take Supta Baddha Konasana for a second. Soles of feet together. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let your back reset. Big inhale. On the exhale, stack your shins parallel to the ground. Big breath in. Exhale, let the knees fall to the left side. Open that right arm out to the right. Big spinal twist here. Inhale, legs up through center. Exhale, knees to the right side. Open the left arm out. Take a peek over that left hand. Relax into your low back here. Next breath in, stack your shins and center here. Rock side to side. Come and take your happy baby pose. Reach up and grab the soles of your feet. Squish your spine down to the mat. Like you're trying to squish a grape under your sacrum. I really want you to put weight on that tailbone here. Maybe you want to straighten out your legs. Maybe you can't. I certainly cannot. Take any other movements that you'd like to take. And when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest, your forehead up to your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze, curl into a ball. Take an inhale. On your exhale, relax into your Shavasana here. Tough class tonight. Take it easy for just a couple minutes. I like to take notice of any kind of weird buzzing or vibrating I feel in my body when I'm laying on the mat after class. It's pretty cool. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Open and close your jaw. Maybe rock your head side to side. If it feels good, stretch yourself nice and long. And eventually make your way back up to your comfortable seat. When you arrive back at your seat, bring your hands to heart center. We'll close with 3 breaths tonight. Inhale, sweep your hands up nice and tall. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale through your nose, hands nice and tall. Exhale. Last one, big breath in. I always hit this thing. Exhale. Thank you all for joining me and Roscoe. We missed you. We can't wait to see you so soon, hopefully within a couple weeks. Stay safe. Get your vaccinations if you can. And thanks for joining me tonight. Take care.